I've been getting a lot of great questions on the live streams, and one of them I've been seeing is like, what do you do when you get into the game? Because a lot of people are wanting to push out of the early game and go straight to mid to late game. And so I want to focus on that today of what do you need to do with your characters in order to ensure that they are powerful enough for you to push through content without having to get stuck, anything like that. So let's go ahead and hop into it. All right, so let's get into this. I'm gonna be using my CN account to help out, and let's look at a character I have the level. All right, so we got X here, right? So looking at the character page, I know a lot of this in CN, but I'll explain every part of this. I'll actually get rid of my webcam so you guys can see this a lot better. So you have your level here. This part is Insight, Portray, Resonant. This is where a Psy Cube would go. Your skills, this is going to be your stats, right? So with leveling your character, now you do not get experience while playing through stages. There's a question I've been getting a lot on my live streams. A lot of people are like, hey, is there an XP stage? Like, do you get level passively or anything like that? No, you have to actually go and level your characters, right? Which is fine. You get the resources somewhat fairly all right if you have stuck to and looked at like my mistakes video of like, as long as you're not increasing a bunch of levels of characters, you should be fine with the first few characters that you use. But you need dust and I forget this one's called sharp teeth. You need dust and sharp teeth. That's what it's translated to increase level of your characters, right? You should have access to these stages very early on. If you click on it, it'll take you right to it. So these are the stages that you will farm in order to farm out your dust, and there is a stage for sharp teeth as well. You can farm these out to level up your characters. While you're starting out in the game, probably want to go ahead and just level your characters as high as you can and just blast through the stages, right? Once you get a character up to 30 out of 30, that is what is going to be the max level for where you're at. To increase that max level, you're going to want to do an insight. So insight bonuses are going to give you like max level, and you'll get extra effects for your character. For instance, you'll get passives. Matilda, she'll get like extra crit rate. She'll have extra damage dealt on insight 2, and insight 3, she'll have 15% damage reduction. 5-star and 6-star characters have insight 3 bonus, which is why a lot of people recommend using 5-star and 6-star characters. If you're using a 3 and or a 4-star character, you do have insights, but there is a max of how much you can increase them on insights, and there's a max level they have. They are really great and effective for early game because it's less materials than most characters, but do know that you will typically be replacing them. They are there to fill spots, but if you really want to help your account, you want to replace them with at least a 5-star and some 6 stars as you get them, right? I'm not saying that you shouldn't use 3 and 4 stars. It's just as you're moving into like the end game, late game, you do want to transition to other characters. And if you're waiting for specific characters, that's fine, right? So go ahead and look at the insight levels. You're gonna see here that there's gonna be different materials that you will need. So you can farm stages. They have stages for you to farm for specific elements. So if you want to farm star, you play through the stages, and then as long as you click on the material, it'll tell you exactly where you need to go. You want to farm the hardest of that stage to get the most of your material. Go ahead and farm that, get it out, and then come back to the character. You see that there's some mats. You might have some boxes in inventory to help out with that. Like, you can use that. I know a lot of people like to save, but it also tells you several different missions that you need from the normal missions and hard missions to do. So you can definitely do that. It just depends on where you're at in the story or the type of team that you have into the mission that you want to do. And that's for each material. It tells you exactly where you need to go. I really love that. It tells you exactly where you need to go to get the materials, so you don't have to hunt down. If there is an efficient mission, I will definitely try to take note of that. And if any of you guys have that resource, definitely let me know in the comment section if there's a more efficient mission to farm. If not, we'll talk about it in my Discord and see Because like I know Arcanists has like something like that where there's specific missions you want to do for materials, right? So that's level and that's insight, right? The next way that you can help power up your character is going to be Psych Cubes. Psych Cubes is going to be the equipment that you use in game. It's going to give you several stats, and it's going to have a final bonus. Like for instance, this one here gives crit to the character, and you want to make sure that you're leveling these. You level them up, you can level their max, and there's a stage you do to farm those. And so again, as long as you click on the material, it tells you exactly where you need to go to increase it. And you know, the stronger ones you have, the better the stats and the effects are. This is a 4-star one. These are really easy to get. They give a free 5-star, and then you have a 6-star selector. I just haven't used it. The 3 stars, really, you're just going to use those to increase into 4. Use the purple, the 4-star ones. Try to avoid using the 3-star. So that's portrays. That's the equipment. I'll go over the portrays a lot more in a separate video. But that's going to be our equipment. Really easy. There's not gear, guys. There's not gear that you have to farm. You don't have to use your resources for that. There's no wyvern farming. There's no like artery gear farming, anything like that. No artifact farming from Genshin like Honkai. None of that. No randomized stats. Everything is going to be pretty much guaranteed stats. So you don't have to worry about any RNG when it comes to that, which is why I really love it. But that's why it's also stressed in leveling the character, the insight. That's why it takes a lot of materials, because there isn't a lot of ways that you're going to be using your stamina. All right, so portrays, we all know this is copies of a character. The reason why I'm going over this is because there are ways that you can specifically target portrays for your character. If you're building up a team, whether that be 6 stars, 5 stars, or even the 4 stars if you're early on, definitely pay attention to, specifically for 5 stars, different banners that are coming up, right? So if you're looking for specific characters on your team, I will be giving you guys all this information, but you want to check out different banners. So if you see here in this patch, there's Charlie. Charlie is a very strong character to have, because she ends up with copies being one of the stronger DPSs. There's several different ways that you can get, there's several different banners, I meant to say, that she appears on. And so you want to kind of see ahead what banners have maybe some 5 stars you have that you can get copies of, if that character is their DPS or a support, to help your accounts. You don't necessarily need them, but it is a way to help increase the power of your account. They even gave us in 1.4 a 5-star selector. So, you know, you could use that to get a copy of a 5-star that you already have. Or you can get a new 5-star to help out your account even further. Because, you know, some characters are just better than others. That's a quick way, right? But portrays, what they mainly do for a character is give increased stats, or they give different effects on their ability. Is this going to make or break your account? No, it's not. And you have 3 and 4 stars, they can get easy portrays as well. And I'm mainly stressing this for like the lower star rarity characters. For 6 stars, you really don't need portrays like that. That's just if you're just wanting to whale. But like 4-star characters, you get Sonetto portrays for free. Like these 3-star characters I'm using, some 5 stars, like that's what portrays are for. And I do want to stress and talk about that, right? Resonate is going to be a system to increase a lot of base stats as well. Now I will make a guide and talk about this and farming it, but with doing it and putting the pieces in, I'm able to give my character extra stats, right? And these are some really good stats. And so when you click on it here, you load ideas, and you're basically going to fit the pieces based off the pieces that you have. All right, you can do quick load if it's all just too much, but you want to get these stats. And there is as you level up your character, you'll level up the amount of passes that you get in Resonate. So just make sure to focus on that, because that's as you saw, I was getting like 10% crit rate extra on 37. That's just helpful stats, right? This goes right along with your Psych Cube. just really strong base stats with the character, and you know, just all pours into helping them make them stronger, right? So we've talked about leveling, we talked about insight, talked about psyche, portray, resonate, increasing your character. So what's the next way that you want to make your account stronger? That's going to be account synergy. Now, account synergy is going to be something that you want to focus on as you get closer to like mid to late game. When you're playing through the story, you really don't need that much like synergy on hand. You just want to have a healer, a support, and a DPS, right? So that's just like having like, you know, a Lilia, your Soneto, and then a healer of sorts. So like La Source or Balloon Party, or even DK when you get her on login, right? You can just do that and push the level. But if you really want to push your account, that's where you want to check out some of the stuff I had, like the team building in different teams, because they offer synergy to each other. There are characters that boost specific types of damage and boost it in a specific way, right? So for example, like a character that you want, Bjorn Bloom. Bjorn Bloom is a really strong buffer, 5-star, also does some decent reality damage, right? You have Soneto, leveling her. She has a buff that gives 15% attack, extra damage reduction. You have like the twins, they help out with mental damage teams, they help with crit. Same as try to make sure I'm talking about characters, specific characters. Same as Diggers. Diggers is a universal buffer, really good character. Eric helps out with crit team. So, you know, you really want to look at the supports. The supports can honestly push your account that much further by having strong supports. You've seen in Honkai Star Rail, Genshin, how typically the supports will carry and do most of the heavy lifting, and then the DPS is like the cherry on top, right? And that's true to this game. There's really strong supports that you want, so just making sure you have the right characters with your team. Try not to use a lot of random units. That's going to really hinder you. You want to get some synergy going there. But this video has been long enough. I've been rambling. Hopefully this video helped you. I just wanted to make sure that I just gave all the information I could think of for you. If there's anything I missed, please let me know down in the comment section. Or if you have any more questions, you want something more in depth, I will do that for you. Guys, the interactions you've been giving me, the comments, everything you say on live streams really helps for me getting content out. And I'm definitely open to making a video about that, talking about it on stream. You know, that's why I have live Q&A on my streams, because I want you guys to ask questions. I do not mind you asking me 5 or 6 different questions about the game. I will answer it. I'll answer the same question 20 times if I have to, if it's going to help people, right? That's just the type of person I am. But guys, if you enjoyed this video, please like it. Again, like I said, comment anything that you have to add. Sub to the channel, because I've been pushing out content every day, from streaming to uploading videos. And yes, I'm going to be playing this CN account and global when it happens. And so just make sure you're there for the live streams. But anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. You lucky gamers, have a good one. Lucky Lux out.